Hello guys, so today we are going to be learning about the Scratch programming. So as we already know, Scratch is a programming language basically designed for kids. Adults can also use this as an introduction to computer programming, and the first thing we're going to learn today is understanding the user interface. Okay, there we go. So whenever we are on Scratch, it is important for us to understand that this white space on the right here is called our stage. This is where all our activities will be displayed. The cat you see right in front of you here is called the sprite or the character, and we have so many other kinds of sprites which we'll bring up later on in the course of this video. On the left, we have what we call the code palettes. This is like the containers where all our code blocks are contained. We have the motion blocks which contain all the codes that are responsible for movement of our sprites on the stage. We have things like the move 10 steps, turn 15 degrees, go to random position, and so on and so forth. Everything about motion is contained in the motion palette. We have the looks palette, which contains everything about the physical appearance of our sprite, including the costume and what our sprite should say. And then we have the sound palette that is responsible for all kinds of sound that our sprites are supposed to produce in the course of our program. We have the events block. This block is very important because this is where these are the blocks that signify the beginning or the starting of our project. One of the most important and commonly used one is the when green flag is clicked. This is like a trigger that initiates or starts our program. We have other ones that we are going to look at as time goes on. Then we have the control blocks. As the name implies, these are the blocks that control most of the activities. These are the logic blocks that allows us to wait, to repeat certain activities, to either carry out a particular task forever. We have the if then, we have the if then else, and so many other kinds of logic controls. We have the sensing blocks that are responsible for sensing activities in the course of our application. We have the operators blocks that are responsible basically for math operations. Here we have the addition operation, we have the subtraction operation, we have the multiplication operation, we have the division, we have pick random number between 1 and 10, and we can change that later on. We have so many other kinds of operators that we are going to be looking at as time goes on. Very quickly, let us look at the variables. Variables are containers that hold values for us. In the course of our programming, we are going to learn more about variables. Then we have the my blocks palette that allows us to create our own custom blocks. Very quickly, let's go down to our sprite area. If for any reason we do not want the default cat that comes with this application, all we need to do is to click the waste bin basket, and we can get rid of it by clicking on the yes. And how do we get new sprites? All we need to do is to go down to the bottom right, and we click on the choose sprite. Once we hover our mouse around this choose sprite, we can either draw our own sprite by painting it, upload our own sprite by uploading an image from our computer, or we can choose from the list of available sprites as you have right now. I can decide to choose this. It's loading, and I can go back and choose something else for us, and you can see it. We can drag it, we can resize it, and so many other kinds of things which we would look at. Let's try to resize Abby and see. We can decide to resize Abby to 50%. We can also decide to change the direction in which Abby is facing, but for now we are going to leave Abby the way she is. Thank you very much. See you in another exciting episode.